Hello, all my Pack people. So I think overall Monday went really well. Had hiccups, had things that went a little more crazy than I would like. And with a new venue and everything come new procedures, new stuff, right? So we're going to make some changes, and this is the easiest way for me to get it out to everyone before Monday and hopefully ensure that everybody knows what's going on. I would like you to, if you don't do Facebook, text me. And if you do Facebook, comment, not just like, but comment, watched or got it or something, so that I know hopefully who all has seen it, so that, hopefully everybody watches this because I'm asking you to. But we are going to change up our morning situation some. We don't have as big of hallways and waiting spaces, and it gets really just a lot right there in the beginning, in the front. So this week, this coming Monday, the 16th, what is it? I think it's the 16th. No. Yeah. This coming Monday, the 16th, is the last day that y'all can come in at like 9:40. Otherwise, you need to wait. Yes, 15 minutes makes a big difference. I need you to wait till 9:55, 10 o'clock, unless you are like morning crew. Your kids, everybody's kids need to go to the sanctuary. Everybody. All the kids need to go to the sanctuary. If you are a first hour float or aide, you also go to the sanctuary. If you are a first hour teacher, you may go straight to your classroom and stay there. Okay? There will be signs in the sanctuary that have your child's first class on it. And your child will go sit in the row that those signs are posted on. They'll go sit there. First hour floats and first hour aides will then take those kids to their first hour class at dismissal. We will dismiss young ones first so that they don't get trampled on and lost, and so that crazy transition doesn't overwhelm them as much as it did last week. So, announcements. What are happening for announcements now, Laura? Okay, I will be sending an email out Sunday nights that you can look at Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday when you're waiting 5 minutes in the parking lot to come in, something like that. Sometimes the announcements will apply to adults only. Sometimes they apply to everyone. Like shirts coming in is mainly an announcement for adults. But walking quieter upstairs and not running because it echoes and makes a ton of noise for the downstairs classrooms, that's an announcement for everyone. So first hour aides and teachers, you will take just a couple of minutes. One of you who has hopefully already read the announcements for the morning before your class starts will just say, hey, couple of reminders for today, blah, blah. And that's it. And then you'll start your class. So 10 a.m. in the sanctuary. By 10:10, everybody will be released. Then you can do some quick announcements because the kids will get to your classroom. 10:15, your class officially begins. I will be locking the front doors of the main building. So someone will have to let you in if you have arrived after 10:15. Y'all know, I'm really lenient with tardies and stuff. I'm not going to start like docking you and all that kind of stuff. It's more of that way anyone who needs in the front door, we let in. We had somebody come on Monday. Apparently the church used to teach a English class, and they were just like in the church. So we're going to lock the front doors. It's not, we had people there, somebody greeted them, whatever, but the door was unlocked. So just to prevent that's going to happen. Also, a float, I will be reaching out to some of our floats for specific assignments. I'm not going to go into that here. Okay. Now let's talk about lunch. We will have rooms assigned for lunch. There will be signs on doors of classrooms that say lunch on them. Teachers for second hour, if your classroom does not have a sign sticky tacked or blue taped to your door that says lunch, I need you to turn off your light and shut your door after your class is out. Teachers who have a lunch sign on them need to leave the light on. One second. In a minute, honey. Hold on. Need to leave the light on and their door open. Okay, also for lunch, if a child is in group 1 or lower, so littles, toddlers, pre-K, kinder, group 1, all of those kids are to be held in their classes until a mom or much older sibling comes to get them for lunch. That also needs to happen at the end of the day, unless the young ones are in the South building for their 4th hour class. If the children are in, if littles, so again, anyone under group 1 or under, if they are in the South building for their 4th hour class, they need to be brought to the North sanctuary for parent/much older sibling pickup. During lunch, the South building is for kids group 8 and above, and everybody else eats in the North building or outside or whatever. And kids who are in group 8 and above can go other places, but it's a way for them to just kind of have a little bit of a different space without the littles, without us having to worry about the young ones going in that room, that building. Let's see. Yeah. This part of the video is specifically for group 2, kids who are in PE, which is hour 4. They need to move from their 3rd hour class and wait in the North sanctuary if they're going to PE. The room that they have been assigned as their alternate location for PE is in the South building, but that will only be used on bad weather days. So they need to move from their 3rd hour class and wait in the North sanctuary on the back row, meaning the row closest to the exit, for their PE teacher to pick them up from there. If it's raining, their PE teacher will take them from the North sanctuary and they will go together to the South building. And if it's beautiful weather, then she will take them from the North sanctuary out to where they're doing PE. Okay, all of our stuff, all of our PE stuff and supplies are in the front of the entryway. The PE stuff is off to the left-hand side, and our crates with arts and crafts and crayons and paper and glue and scissors and all of that are in the buckets that are there up front. If you use them for your classroom for an hour, that's great. Just make sure you or an aide bring them back so that somebody else can use them and have a turn with them. Don't accidentally leave it in your classroom. Also, the door in the South building that leads from the South Cafe to the sidewalk, that leads to a classroom. And so some kids were walking in during somebody's class. So that door will be locked. If you want to do sidewalk chalk, that's fine. It needs to be in a non-covered area, meaning if it rained, the sidewalk chalk would get washed off. If it is under a covered area, that's a problem. So please don't do that. Parking needs to be not on grass. And I think it was a lot more visually made more sense once we got there. But basically, we need a clear view from where we eat lunch and the tables and the basketball court all the way across to the Gaga Ball area, so that during lunch, children are not running in between cars. You can drive from one side of the parking lot to the other in the morning. You just can't park in those spots. I will ask people to move if you're in a spot that is not approved, or whatever we want to call it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is Photo Bucket. Thank you times infinity to the people who uploaded their pictures into Photo Bucket in the hour and all of that. I know it's a new process, but it's going to make the yearbook so much better, so much easier to put together for yearbook staff, and like the resolution of the pictures will stay. It's going to be good. So Photo Bucket is primary for uploading pictures. Facebook is still an option, but if you upload it to Facebook, please be sure you're also uploading it to Photo Bucket, because we will only use pictures from Photo Bucket for the yearbook. And y'all take great pictures. So, all right, when I'm on a computer, this is how it looks on a screen. Okay, we have albums for each hour, and then a drop down, and it has all the classes. So then you can, click on a class, okay? And then you can collapse that, go to hour 2, 3, 4, they all do the same thing. Okay. And then we have a lunch recess folder. Okay. And miscellaneous. So if you know, like our firefighter pictures went into miscellaneous because we don't want a folder for that, right? We don't want that we have a folder for firefighters. But please upload. If you have any questions, please ask me or Alexis or anybody that, and if somebody else doesn't know, Alexis and I will. So but if you go, you have to hit the little triangle to drop down. It's on your phone too. You have the 3 lines on your phone, and then it has hour 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And you hit that little arrow, drop down, and there you go. The last thing I will say is Alexis did go and upload yearbook photos from last year's yearbook, and they're all just in here. Look at that little stinker. Anyway, they're all just in here. So if you want them, they're in there. You should be able to, let's see, where's Hannah? Go here and download media. So find your kid and download the picture. Be sure to thank Alexis for all her hard work. Okay, so as a quick recap. First hour teachers go to their classroom first. Their children go to the North Sanctuary and wait with the sign of their classroom. First hour floats and aides are in the North Sanctuary, and they will take the kids from the North Sanctuary to their first hour classes. Announcements will be done in the first hour classes. Lunch rooms will have a sign on it that says lunch, meaning that those rooms can be eaten in. If it does not have a lunch sign on the door or nearby, it is not a room for lunch. If the lights are off and the door is shut, it is not a lunch room. Groups 8 and up are in the South Sanctuary area. Or outside. Outside's beautiful on good weather days. Everyone will be sent announcements Sunday night. It will be in your inbox. If you have never received an email from me, you should be. So please let me know if I have a wrong email address. I will also post the announcements on Facebook as well. Let me see. I'm hoping this system will help us to move more smoothly and less morning congestion. I miss gathering and doing announcements together, but I feel like overall a lot of people have a hard time hearing, or they're setting up their classrooms so they miss it, and the kids miss announcements. So we're going to try it this way, and I hope it goes well.